Coming up at 5, the City of Lincoln is experiencing a busy sports day. We'll have coverage of every event.
And plans for new prison facilities spark controversy. Cable price spikes are also in the works.
And of course, all your entertainment, social media, and UNL news reports.
Starcity News begins right now.
From the campus of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the studios of Anderson Hall, this is Starcity News Now.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Starcity News. I'm Ryan Swanigan.
And I'm Brianna Foster. Our top story is about a local venue being named as the host of a major event.
Starcity's Veronica Grizzle is live inside the Pinnacle Bank Arena in downtown Lincoln. Veronica?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena where it's high school state basketball. Fans are eager to come out and support their team and are excited to note that it's the home of state basketball for the next 4 years.
The Pinnacle Bank Arena opened its doors to thousands from around Nebraska this morning for the state basketball tournament. In a press conference, Mayor Chris Beitler welcomed fans to the newly renovated Haymarket area.
It's always been a goal to make this area a destination where Nebraskans can enjoy and celebrate and make new memories.
Two visitors from Grand Island remember having to drive to the Devaney for games.
When we were at Devaney, we probably had to stay
27th Street.
Yeah.
We always stayed on 27th.
So probably at least 2 miles, 3 miles.
But now fans can enjoy all the new things that the Haymarket has to offer.
We'll be staying in new hotels, eating in dozens of new restaurants, parking in new spaces.
This area is cool, way cool.
The NSAA Executive Director Rhonda Blanford Green is excited to keep the state games here in Lincoln.
What an honor it is for our students to play in one of the best facilities in the state of Nebraska, and I was told this morning, one of the best facilities in the Big Ten.
Grand Island Northwest took the floor against Sydney for the first game ever at the Pinnacle Bank this morning.
Our girls scored the first points ever in a high school game, and we got a big win today, so we're very excited, and being at Pinnacle is really good.
They call it March Madness, and madness it is. 40 games are going to be played here at the PBA in the month of March. The girls kicked off action this morning, and the boys start tournament play next weekend. Starcity's Brian Colbert's going to have more of that in sports. Reporting live from the Pinnacle Bank Arena, I'm Veronica Grizzle. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Veronica. Lots of games at the Pinnacle Bank Arena this weekend and next, and we'll have more on that later on with Brian Colbert in sports.
On to more local news. A Lincoln woman was charged with possession of a controlled substance and cited for misdemeanor child abuse. Police say the 8-month-old child of 28-year-old Elizabeth R. Roberts was found lying in vomit with roach eggs on her feet. Methamphetamine residue, drug paraphernalia, and a digital scale were also found in the apartment. Roberts was arrested Tuesday, and the child is in protective custody. The Nebraska governor and at least one senator are saying no to building new prison facilities. Governor Heineman and Senator Ashford say that other less pricey options should be explored before any construction. The Nebraska Department of Correctional Services released a new construction plan proposal yesterday. It includes new dining facilities and housing units for hundreds of new prison beds. The prison is overcrowded by about 1,700 inmates. A Lincoln lawyer joined the race for Nebraska Attorney General yesterday. Alan Urich is seeking the Democratic nomination, and he's running against Fremont attorney Janet Stewart. Urich unsuccessfully ran for office back in 1990. The total list of all candidates has increased to 6, including Senator Pete Persh, Omaha attorney Brian Bisher, and Lincoln attorneys Doug Peterson and Mike Hilgers.
A man is dead after suffering a stab wound to the neck. The incident took place near the Sienna Francis house up in Omaha earlier this morning. Police arrested 36-year-old Michael Exley and filed second-degree murder and felony charges against him. And a federal court charged 2 former Omaha Tribe of Nebraska officials with theft yesterday. Amin Sheridan and Julia Whiteskunk were indicted on 2 counts each of stealing money from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Each charge comes with a maximum 5-year prison sentence and a $250,000 fine. We turn back to sports coverage now on this busy day of athletic action in Lincoln.
Star City's Amanda Saltero has coverage of Nebraska football's Pro Day over at the Hawks Championship Center.
Well, football fans, today was a big day for some former Husker players as they look to increase their stock in the NFL draft. Around 20 scouts showed up to Nebraska Pro Day to watch players like Taylor Martinez, Quincy Enunwa, and even players that graduated last season, like Ben Cotton and Kyler Reed. A few of them talked to media afterwards. Here's what they had to say.
My health is, I just have to show that I'm healthy, and I mean, it's a big concern for these teams. Is he going to be ready to practice? Is he going to be ready to play some football? And yes, I am, and I'm pumped about it. So.
My expectations was just to impress everybody, but coming down the line, I just hopefully end up on somebody's team.
It felt good to get out there and you've been working so long, 5 weeks for this, and it's really for about 2 hours of work. And as they say, the hay's in the barn, so now you just kind of got to wait and see what comes next.
Thanks, Amanda. And what was the most impressive thing that you saw there at Hawks today?
One of the most exciting things was the bench press. Cole Pensick did 29 reps, which was the most out of that group of players. That was really exciting to see.
Was there anything else that stood out to you?
A few of the players only did certain things. Quincy Enunwa and Stanley Jean-Baptiste didn't bench, and Spencer Long only benched, so that was kind of interesting. And also, the Carolina Panthers were working the offensive line pretty hard. And then afterwards, they pulled Spencer Long aside and kind of had a private conversation with him, so that kind of got a lot of people wondering what was going down there.
Sounds exciting. Well, thanks so much for the information, Amanda. And the weather looks like it's warmed up this afternoon, so it's a good day to be outdoors.
Absolutely, but this morning, a lot of eastern Nebraska woke up to a foggy start, and Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael has more on that in her weather preview.
Although it was really chilly this morning and we did see just a few flurries, the temperatures were close to normal. And I think I can vouch for most of us when I say I am so ready for spring. But when will spring be here for good? I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael, and Meteorologist Matt Garrity will have that answer for you coming up live on Star City News.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News, live at 5. Be sure to check out our previous newscasts on YouTube. Just type in Star City News in the search box.
But before you do that, we've got more updates on the latest news, including a recent robbery. Star City's Connor Stang has more.
Yesterday morning, 2 men robbed Computer Hardware Incorporated near 70th and O. Store manager Jeremiah Tripp said a few $1,000s worth of items were stolen.
Still a little shook up. I mean, it's obviously never easy to, I don't think, go through something like that. But getting through it, it's, just one of those things that is a hard learning experience.
The robbers were tall, skinny, and in their late teens or early 20s, according to Tripp. He added that they had a machete, taser, billy club, and 2 knives. Kendra Linneman from Spectrum Salon Systems next door saw the pair.
I didn't see it. I didn't see their faces or anything. They just had hoodies and they were just looking down at the ground and just walking. just casually walking.
Police arrived at the scene shortly after. Tripp said his store is taking preventative measures for security.
A lot of ideas are being, thrown around. I mean, the obvious ones are, cameras, alarms, things like that. But nothing has really totally been decided at this point.
Linneman is as well.
Just, keeping things locked when we're, not around.
Officer Katie Flood said the two men are still at large. For Star City News, I'm Connor Stang.
Thanks, Connor. Channel and web surfing could cost more for customers in Nebraska. Time Warner Cable will charge higher rates for cable and internet, including an additional monthly charge of about $2. Package increases range from $2 to $3 more and will be to offset the growing costs of providing broadcast services. The TV service price spike is the first since 2013. Have any comments on the Keystone XL pipeline? Well, tomorrow is the last day to mail in feedback. People can send letters to the U.S. State Department during the comment period, which began in January. According to the Lincoln Journal-Star, the previous comment period resulted in 1.5 million submissions. The northern part of the pipeline would cost $5.4 billion.
More money could be on the way for Nebraska's state parks and recreational areas. A 32-1 vote in the unicameral yesterday helped pass a bill that's going to help pay for a $43 million backlog project. The list of fixings includes replacement water towers, new toilets and showers, and facility compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. And want to graduate college in 3 years? Well, you just might be able to at Doane College in Crete. Starting this upcoming fall, students at the Liberal Arts College who are enrolled in the following programs can graduate in 3 years: computer science, math, and history. There is a catch, however. Students in any other program will be on the 4-year graduation track. And a remarkable story now involving a woman and her dog at an incident in Holmes Lake Wednesday morning. The dog apparently fell into the lake first, but was rescued by its owner. Soon after, though, the woman herself fell into the lake. 2 engineers in the area spotted her splashing around as the dog stood next to the hole in the ice. Then they rushed in to rescue her and pull her to safety.
Well, we're all wondering what the upcoming weather will look like, and meteorologist Matt Garrity has the answer in his forecast.
Here's what's happening outside right now. This is Star City News weather.
Good evening and welcome to your Star City News weathercast. I am meteorologist Matt Garrity, here to talk about your weather for the week ahead. As Ryan said, we started off a little foggy this morning. This is a view looking over the city of Lincoln, and you can see a blanket of fog covering the city. It kept our temperatures from getting up as warm as we wanted them to today, so that is what's to blame. We move on to the almanac, and the biggest thing to note here is the difference between today's high and the normal is only 6 degrees. We're getting closer and closer to normal temperatures, and you'll see that get even closer and possibly overpass it the next couple days. We move out to the regional map of current temperatures, and you see this swath of blue right here is that blanket of fog that kept everybody there under 40 degrees. You move out west just a little bit, and you see 51 in Hastings and 62 in North Platte, so it had a big effect on our temperatures. We move out to the national map, and the first thing to spot is this system sitting on top of Florida. It has moved out of the Gulf of Mexico and grown in intensity, and it is raining and storming, and there is even some tornado warnings going on down there, so we wish them the best of luck. You see this system here sitting over Colorado is going to move over us and give us some weather the next couple of days, so we'll talk more about that in just a bit. This evening you can expect partly cloudy skies, about 35 degrees, south winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, so a little bit breezy. We move into tonight and you will see those clouds increase with the passage of that cold front, and moving into tomorrow you'll see clear skies in the morning, cloudy with south-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, and as that system moves through, we become overcast. It starts to rain maybe around noon or 1 o'clock, so by 2 p.m. it could be raining. We've got about a 50% chance of rain. You see that wind shift north 15 to 20 miles per hour, and by 8 p.m. you could see some of that frozen precipitation making its way into, so watch out for that. We look at our 7-day forecast, and you see that snow could last until early Saturday morning, but it will move out by 4 to 5 a.m. and you may see up to an inch of snow on the ground. As that system moves out though, Sunday, Monday, 60 degrees and 66, we warm right back up. So that's something to look forward to. And then on Tuesday, a new system can move in and give us a slight chance of rain and sleet and keeping our temperatures in the mid-40s Wednesday and Thursday. One final reminder to set your clocks ahead 1 hour on Saturday night as daylight savings time begins. And if you've ever wondered about the history of daylight savings time, Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael has more on that.
Thanks, Matt. Like you said, daylight savings time is this weekend, so I thought I'd give you a little background behind the event. Although Benjamin Franklin first thought of the idea in 1784, the invention is credited to William Willett in 1905. The bill was first drafted in 1908, but after several rejections, it was never made into a law. Germany was the first country to adopt the idea of daylight savings time in World War I, and President Roosevelt also used the idea throughout World War II. Because it caused so much confusion throughout several industries, the Congress established the Uniform Time Act of 1966. This made daylight savings time start in the last weekend in April and end the last weekend in October. With a few changes, today daylight savings time runs from the second weekend in March until the last weekend in November. Well, there you have it. For Star City News, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Amber and Matt, for the forecast, and welcome to the Star City News team.
Well, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here, and I'm glad I could give you guys something to look forward to this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like we just have to get through the next 2 days, and then Sunday, it's some nice weather just in time for the basketball game.
That's exactly right, Ryan.
And speaking of Sunday's game, as you know, it's a big day in sports, big weekend in sports, and we have all of it covered for you here on Star City News.
Star City's Brian Colbert
The Lincoln
has your
Children's
report
Museum is an
after the
exciting
break.
family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
It's time for sports on Star City News.
What's up, Star City? I'm Brian Colbert, here with your sports update for today. The girls' state basketball tournament is kicked off with 12 different games being played today at both the Pinnacle Bank Arena and the Devaney Center. Some updates on scores: Platteview beat Fairbury 77-66. Lincoln Lutheran fell to Minden 72-38. Lincoln Northeast was too much for South City, beating them 70-50, and Norris beat Gretna 61-50. After the show, make sure you tune into tonight's game where Lincoln Pius takes on the Omaha Dushan at 7 p.m. The Nebraska men's basketball team made history last night, earning another Big Ten road win against Indiana. The win gave Nebraska its first 10-conference win season and its first winning season since 1999. The win brings NU one step closer to an NCAA tournament berth, something that hasn't been accomplished since 1994. The Huskers have just one game left to finish out their season, and the tickets for March 9th game at home against Wisconsin is already sold out. So expect a packed Pinnacle Bank Arena. Let's just hope it's loud. Special congratulations to our Nebraska track team, bringing home 4 Big Ten titles. Sophomore Levi Gibson won a Big Ten Conference Championship in the 600 meters. Sophomore Oladopo Akeem Aladdin won the Big Ten 60-meter hurdles in a school record time, 7.6 seconds. Senior Patrick Radler repeated as a Big Ten champion in the long jump, and senior Travis England won the Big Ten high jump championship. A 12-4 Big Ten record was enough to not only match the second best conference victory total in school history, but also enough to earn a first-round bye for the number 16 Nebraska women's basketball team. Nebraska will begin its journey to a Big Ten tournament title on Friday when the third-seeded Huskers take on the winner of Thursday's first-round finale between Minnesota and Wisconsin. Let's hope their conference dominance can continue. Wrapping up on an eventful day in sports, for Star City News, I'm Brian Colbert. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brian. Mr. Colbert working very hard today on this busy day in sports.
Yes, and people are staying busy on social media. Star City's Larry Brown has the latest trending topics.
Stay connected with the latest social media here on Star City News.
What's up, everybody? Larry Brown here with your latest social media buzz going around on the internet. With a win over Indiana last night, the Huskers were the talk of social media. The Hoosiers beat two ranked teams before running into Nebraska in Bloomington Wednesday night. After the W, ESPN's college basketball personality Dick Vitale showed the Huskers some love with this tweet. Nebraska takes on Wisconsin Sunday at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. If you were thinking of sitting during that event, think again. Fans are promoting the hashtag #NoSitSunday as they try to bolster the Huskers into the NCAA tournament. Speaking of basketball, Husker wide receiver Kenny Bell poked a little bit of fun at Creighton's basketball team this week. Georgetown knocked off the Blue Jays in Omaha Tuesday, and Bell wasted no time in reveling in the loss by sending out this now deleted tweet. I can only imagine Creighton fans didn't receive that burn all too well. If you're a fan of Jimi Hendrix like I am, then listen up. The first clip of Hendrix biopic, All Is By My Side, was posted online. Andre 3000 of the rap group Outkast will play Hendrix in the film. Here's a clip.
It's still crazy to me. Like, all these acts gonna be on stage. Simon and Garfunkel, Otis Redding, Janis Joplin. Come on, man. Yeah. Can you believe that?
Now, the movie doesn't have a national release date, but will debut at South by Southwest on the 12th of this month. And we finished today with a mark in the all column. In an exhibition soccer match where Brazil played South Africa in Soweto, an enthusiastic young soccer fan ran onto the field, stopping play. The little boy was about to be escorted off, but instead was called back by superstar soccer player Neymar. The young boy was hoisted in the air by the Brazilian team and even posed for pictures after. That's all I have for the social media buzz on Star City News. Ryan, Brianna, back to you at the news desk.
The entertainment world has a lot going on as well, and we've got the scoop after the break.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
And now for the latest in entertainment on the Star City News Network.
Hey Star City, we have a packed week full of entertainment news. All you smilers, get ready to see lots of twerking, leotards, and tongues. Miley Cyrus's Bangers Tours is coming to Omaha tonight. But beware, if you went to her last Omaha concert, this one will be a little different. You can expect less Hannah Montana kid-friendly songs and more shock value like her MTV Music Video Awards performance. It starts at 7 p.m. in the CenturyLink Center. Also coming to Omaha, fitness guru Jillian Michaels. The NBC Biggest Loser trainer will be giving a motivational performance to help kickstart goals. You can catch her at the Holland Performing Arts Center Wednesday at 7:30. All right. If you watch the Oscars Sunday, you know I'm referring to Matthew McConaughey's acceptance speech for Best Actor. He included the famous first words he ever said on film for 1993's Dazed and Confused. Now he's putting the tagline onto t-shirts for his Just Keep Living charity clothing line. It helps implement after-school fitness and wellness programs in inner-city high schools. You can find the tops at Dillard's or call to order. And for all you guys out there who are in love with Taylor Swift, don't worry, she didn't actually get married. The pop star's got a temporary restraining order against a man claiming to be her husband. 33-year-old Timothy Sweet said he would kill anyone who stands between them, including her family. In one message, he said, "My wife, Taylor Swift Sweet, and I live in Beverly Hills. I am in love with her. I will carry a gun to protect her the rest of my life." In court, Swift said his conduct is seriously alarming and harassing and extremely distressing to me and my family. Well, that's it for your entertainment fix. For Star City News, I'm Lindsay Burning.
What's up,
Thanks, Lindsay.
Star City's Kelly Keogh has the latest news and happenings on the University of Nebraska-Lincoln campus.
Get the latest campus info with UNews.
Hey Star City, I'm Kelly Keogh, and here's what's happening across the university. After months of waiting, there's a delicious new option in the Nebraska food court. Subway Express Pizza has its grand opening yesterday, making it the second Subway pizza location in the country. The concept for this restaurant is modeled after Subway's build-it-yourself concept, where customers can create their own pizza from scratch. The individual pizzas can be priced between $4 and $10. It's on to Wisconsin for Husker fans. The ASUN picked Madison for the annual football migration game next season. The Huskers and Badgers will kick off November 15th for the first time since Wisconsin laid a beating on the Huskers in the Big Ten Championship 2 seasons ago. Nebraska made its Big Ten debut at Camp Randall back in 2011. That was Idina Menzel singing the new hit song Let It Go from Disney's Frozen. Haven't seen it yet? Well, now's your chance. Tonight, the Ross Center is showing the movie for just $1. Sunday night, the film took home 2 Academy Awards. This UPC's Second Chance Cinema event is open to UNL students with a valid NU ID. Well, that's all from around campus. I'm Kelly Keogh. Ryan, Brianna, back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. Sounds like there are a lot of things to look forward to. So do you plan on going to see Frozen?
I am seeing the 7 p.m. showing tonight after this broadcast with my girlfriend.
Great. Sounds like a lot of fun. But in other news, a Washington-based broadcaster wasn't having much fun during a recent announcement. The former Russia Today reporter announced her resignation in real time. Liz Wall was reporting on the status of the Russian military in Ukraine when she began talking about her own personal background. She said being a reporter on the network caused ethical and moral challenges.
I'm proud to be an American and believe in disseminating the truth, and that is why, after this newscast, I'm resigning.
She tweeted, quote, "I am grateful and humbled by the outpouring of support I have received. Thank you for the kind words of encouragement."
Playing with Barbie dolls as a kid might not have been a good thing. A study done at Oregon State University revealed that playing with the toys suppresses a little girl's career ambition. 37 girls ages 4 to 7 took part in the study in the psychology lab, which also turned out another unique find. Playing with Mrs. Potato Head gives girls confidence that they could grow up and do whatever a boy could do. Sounds pretty good. Good
Definitely.
deal for those who play with Mrs. Potato Head.
A lot of new information.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all we have on Star City News tonight. I'm Brianna Foster.
And I'm Ryan Swanigan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.